It is Wednesday. Getting all my days mixed up here. We have uh it's like 12 o'clock right now, so I did not get out here this morning, so I've got a bunch of really good sales here this morning that I'm sprinkling in here to include. So we're at 29 orders at right at $1,089. So close to 1,100 in orders going out here. This is a piece that I've had for over a year. It is a glass tail light for a 1949 Dodge. And it still has the original box. The box is beat. I did show that in the picture. This sold for $17.99. Let's see, I sold another one of these plush puppy things that has like a little heartbeat monitor. I think Jen bought a whole box of dog stuff for like $3. And this was one of the items in there. I've sold several of them this year. This is probably, I think I've got one more left, I want to say. It's very possible. That sold for $17.99. Oh, these are one of those things that everybody's like, why are you selling these? I mean, obviously, I'm not really making but maybe a couple pennies. This is a Sesame Street DVD that I'd been in my store forever. 50% off discount made this $1.23. So I'll probably be making about 75 cents after fees and everything on that. But I'm not donating it, so I'm not losing money. And then I turn around and I go to an item like this. This is a Blenko decanter with a flame stopper. It doesn't match. This is like two different pieces, but I went ahead and included this because this is how I got it. This would have went to a different piece because this has got the crackle glass in it, whereas this is the ribbed glass. But it still looks really beautiful together as a one solid piece. This did come with the flame stopper, but the flame stopper, I believe that comes with this decanter, is actually a little about that much taller, and it is just a solid tangerine color. But this sold for $149. If it would have been the taller one, I believe there's one that's 18 inches. That's a 12-inch decanter. 18-inch decanter like that would probably be like $200 to $250. For those that are into trying to figure out what glass to look out for. So the taller the glass, the more money it's going to typically be, especially if it's vintage glass. The people who don't know what to look for, when you're looking at the bottom of the glass, you want to see this little, what they call a ponytail mark here. It's where they cut the glass when it's hot and they leave that mark behind. Smoother edges are going to be newer or even Asian, like China made glass. You also will see like imperfections in the glass, like this bubble right here lets you know that this is hand blown glass. That is not a defect, that is just an issue in the making of the glass. This one's pretty clear. That's about the only bubble I think I see in this piece. There's might be another one there, but very beautiful coloring on that piece. Honestly, I'd almost keep that one just because I love the color of it. But I can't keep everything. I gotta make money. The Monkees. The very best, the best of the Monkees 2 CD set sold for $5.63. That is a new listing, but I guess I must have sent an offer out to somebody and they accepted the offer. This came from one of our recent storage units. These are some Michael Jordan. They're like starting lineup, but they are not starting lineup. They are Mattel Upper Deck. NBA Superstars. Both of these are Michael Jordans. They weren't very valuable on their own, but as a set, they did warrant listing them for $40. I probably could have gotten, I don't even know if I could have got 10 a piece, but for whatever reason, bundling them together, I was able to get way more than selling them individually. And I felt that was going to be easier for me to ship them as a pair than as an individual item. These are some Disney pins. These are Beauty and the Beast. These are all Beauty and the Beast. There is 6 of these pins, sold for $16.99. These are all 2-inch pins, probably. Yeah, it's a 1.5 to 2 inches. So Beauty and the Beast sold for us. This is an awesome one, Hanoi Rocks. Look how awesome this rock band from the 80s is. And they got a red vinyl disc. Oriental Beat. This is an end of the single. I think that is a single. But this sold for $32.89. Trying to find out where I can set it without breaking it. This came from a storage unit that we just bought 2 days ago. I already got a few pieces listed up. Some vintage stickers, 5. Yeah, 5. They're all spring, summer, Easter related. All new old stock. These sold for $20. This is a piece that we've had forever. Let me shuffle stuff around here. I took an offer on this Madame Alexander. This is probably the most valuable one out of this lot that we got. This is new old stock. This is one that you can only get through a collector's club. This is the 50 Years of Friendship. So you had to order this through the Madame Alexander Club. I had her listed up for $160, but I just need to get it gone. It's been listed for well over a year. So she sold for $114 was the offer I accepted on that this morning to get her gone. We sold a copy of the Ghost Whisperer season 1, 50% discount. Somebody got this for $2.24. Good for them. Not good for me. But it's all good because I sold some baseball cards. These are micro series that they put out. The whole complete set of 792 cards. And I don't believe there are any good rookie cards in this one. This sold for $14.99. And I paid like $5 for the flat, and I've already made my money back off of some other stuff that I sold. So I got 4 more of those to sell. We sold some trees, not marijuana, some actual lifelike looking trees. I like these ones here that look like little orange trees. They painted little oranges on them. These are for trains and dioramas and all kinds of whatever kind of fun stuff you want to make with it. I think there's even some hedges in here too. Yeah, look at those like little hedges. That all sold for $18.99. Man, that's pretty good. That's probably 3 pounds worth of trees in there. I think there's some rock. There's a piece of rock in there too. I don't know why she would have included that. That would have killed my weight. I don't list the train stuff. That's all Jen. 90% of the train stuff is all stuff that Jen lists. I sold the Spirit Halloween, the movie, with the guy from Back to the Future, Doc Brown. Supposedly this comes with a set of trading cards in there. That sold. I put my Blu-rays on sale, so I guess that's why that sold for $16.99. I put a 15% off sale that we are running currently on that. Back out of that new storage unit, we found a Game Boy. It is very trashed. It doesn't work, doesn't power on. I don't feel like trying to mess with it. I got too many projects right now. So I figure this would make a good candidate for somebody that wants to modify, probably just wants to show. I listed it for $30 and it sold within minutes of being listed at that price. I sold another DVD. This one did, I guess my DVD sale, they bought this after my sale ended. This sold for $8.49. How did this sell? Because that other movie sold before and it still said 50% off. Right? Yeah, that was 50% off. Interesting. Maybe they bought this some other way. They didn't get the discount on it for them. Some more crafting ribbon sold. Multicolors that sold for $30. I sold a lock. Oh, dang, I didn't realize how heavy this thing is. This is old antique brass. Not brass, it's iron. But it's pretty cool. It has like a little hole to cover up the keyhole with it. And it comes with a matching key, or a key that does work to unlock it. We've had this for quite a while, but this sold for $50. It took an offer on it. I think it was at $59, but it's like we've decided we've had that long enough. It is time to let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. This is American Flyer Caboose. We just sold the track that this set came with just a couple days ago. But that caboose sold for $15.99. Still have a few other pieces that go with that train collection. This came from my mom's house. She says she's had this forever, and I saw that it does actually have some value. This is a pastel Pepperell striped towel. Never been used. Sold for $14.99. Don't forget to raid your parents' closets and see what you can find. Let's see. Christopher Parking, The Great Recordings. This sold for $7.99. That is a recent listing. We got the Cors, C-O-R-R-S. This is unplugged. Made in Australia, so it's an import CD. That sold for $4.89, and I've had this for a long time. I sold a Buddha, which I didn't grab. I forgot to grab that. And I guess I already showed the monkeys. What else did I miss? Oh, this 45 I sold the other day, which I forgot to send off. Alan Thicke, The Thick of Night. Everybody's favorite TV dad. And I sold a Buddha statue, which I forgot to pull. So that is everything new going out that I haven't showed in any previous videos. So keep hustling, everyone.